Good morning, guys. Today we are doing some Tears of the Kingdom. So this is technically my very first playthrough of the game. I've played it before, but literally all I did was the tutorial part. So now I am back. He said, stupid glare. Ah, we might have to play a different game. Alright, so I am using Tears of the Kingdom on my friend's account because I haven't been able to buy it yet. So yeah, and I think he's playing right now. Let me try and call him and see if I can play it. If not, we'll start Pokemon Legends Arceus. Alright, so I was not able to get a hold of him, so we are just gonna swap over to Pokemon Legends Arceus. Which is fine. I was wanting to play that on stream too. So. Good, Sid. How are you? I will. I will change the title and the thumbnail later. Nice. Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Now I wish to know thine appearance. What is thy name? Nice. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. Sorry. Sid, look in Tonic's chat real quick in Discord. In his general. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokemon. Professor Sai. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. So this game I have played a little bit. I've only played up to the first alpha there. Pokemon Legends Arceus. After playing this a little bit, I already love it. Wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? Are you alive, my girl? Ah, what did you just see? Wait, I'm confused. You gave me quite the shock falling from the sky like that. But thank goodness you seem unharmed. Who are you? I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand? Come now, who in the world does that? I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? Oh. Also, hold on 1 second. Alright. I doubt it. I see, you seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some direction? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? No, nowhere. So you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? I don't know what to do. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a peasant in such need. The robot is that. Whew. How about that? Can you hear me? Oh! Plish splash. Oh my, I'd completely forgotten. I had just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. Sid. Ah, but do you even know what a Pokemon is? What do you think of my Laventon voice? My, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems we have some common ground, eh? Yes, well, these three Pokemon belong to me. Mysterious creatures that they are. Oh, yes, and what might your name be? Oh, so you're called Professor Psy. That name has quite the ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. I do not sound like Luigi. I can sound like Mickey Mouse. Uh-huh. I said Mickey, but the stream picked it up as Minnie. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself. I'm surrounded by idiots. My name is Levinton. I am something of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as these three here. Oh, blast and bother, my darling Pokemon! Why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. We'll turn off. Okay, we can't yet. I'm going this way. It really does hate me. The Arc phone. There's a glowing, beeping object over there. um, Probably because you love me. You found something that resembles a phone. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone and thy mission. Seek out all Pokemon. Oh, Sid. You can't lie. Alas, yet another miss. Aha, I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. Hey, Jason. Sorry, I'm making his voice as weird as possible, apparently. Sid is questioning my existence right now. Attracting my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. Now, that one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles like using its sharp feathers. Oh, that one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it's surprised or irate. I do not sound like Luigi. The Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. Splish splash! Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing. How to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my girl, Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. You obtained 50 Pokeballs. But that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. No, I've mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at the Pokemon, and why, the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball, comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught Pokemon. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my three runaways. I'm certain I hate this voice, but it's funny at the same time. Bro. Sorry, Jason. Sorry you guys have to sit through this awful voice of mine. I'm gonna grab a drink of water real quick. I'm back. Now the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon, then let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Alright, he said. Cool. Oh, wonderful! You've caught a Pokeball. It seems you've quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business, Professor Sai. Alright, should we change his voice? You think he should change his voice? Hey, Angela. And I know, it says Tears of the Kingdom, but I wasn't able to play it, so we're on Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus. Jolly useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. Is that better, Sid? Woo! I can hardly believe it, Professor Sai. Incredible. You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon, never mind catch them. Bravo, indeed. Just one more to go. Let's wrap this up sharpish, shall we? I like this though. Like, there's the whole thought that people were once scared of Pokemon. Oh yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Angela, I have not fully played this before. I have only played up to the first alpha. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old girl. Old girl? What the heck, man? Am I really that old? Got him. Gee, thanks, Sid. Wow, thanks, Angela. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come falling. Also, sorry, my hair is a mess. Hold on, I just want to do something real quick. My hair is literally a mess. I have not taken care of it yet today. All right, guys. Um, feel free to answer uh the totally fair poll. All right. But I must say, Professor Sai, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you've appeared here. Here and now. I can't read. It's fine, guys. Seek out all Pokemon. That object is an ARC phone, you say? What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you'll indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile the region's first complete record of its Pokemon. Do what? It's completely fair. You get to pick what starter I choose. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. And to you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon, your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. Situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my girl? Then whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We've a Pokédex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then, onward to Jubilife Village. Do I have to? Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young lady was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing her into the village for a bit. This way, if you please. We'll play for a couple hours and then we'll go on a raid. We got a few hours still. This road we're on now is known to the locals as Canola Avenue. This village was built scarcely 2 years ago. There's not much to do yet, and not many to do it. And since we know so little of the local Pokemon, people hesitate to set foot outside the village. Now that impressive building up ahead of us is the Galaxy Hall, headquarters for this entire outlet. Oh, botheration, I'd almost forgotten. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? It's just past this bridge here, then to the left. The Wallflower, it's called. Your arc phone is beeping. Somehow it seems to show you where you need to go next. Well, now, aren't you awfully suspicious? The Wallflower is for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Sorry, that was a little close to the mic. There, I moved it back. Who in the world are you? And what's that bizarre garb you're wearing? Pokemon could slice right through those flimsy excuses for clothes. For you to get in here, someone must have vouched for you. Was it Professor Lavington? Do you two know each other? He's from a region a long way off. Not the most reliable sort, though, letting Pokemon run off and give him the slip and all. 3 more of them got away just a while ago. If I hadn't been resting up after some Pokemon jumped me with a move called Thunder Shock, I'd have corralled them for sure. But the professor, well... Unfortunately, it's just as Ray says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Hey! But everything will be quite alright now. Professor Sai has agreed to help us with our Pokédex. As in she's going to join the Survey Corps? What makes you think that's a good idea? We can't just take any misfit who wanders out of the wilderness. I'll allow it. Yeah! Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I am the captain of the Galaxy Team's Survey Corps. You may call me Silene. Professor Lavington has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control. And now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange of your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. Squidward's voice. Quite old enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Sid is hating me more and more. Oh, most reasonable decision, Captain. Now would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone so I might appreciate my meals without distraction, SpongeBob. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny, old chum. The usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fail to please. Sid! Where'd you find the stranger in the first place, Professor? Oh, well, you know that great hole in the sky? The one people call the space-time rift? Our new friend fell right out of it. Was that a joke? Come now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. Sure, they're all over the place. In the grass, in the forests, in the ocean. It's up to us in the Survey Corps to study them and figure out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess, or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. But that's where Professor Sai will come in. She successfully caught 3 Pokemon, 3 of them in quick order, you understand? Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. That's really something. We count ourselves lucky when we manage to catch a single wild Pokemon while fending off their attacks. Oh, well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well. And it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. How did I do Benny's voice again? Hold on. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Oh, Sid. Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on that Pokédex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now, how have you feel, Professor Sai? And think, if you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. That was quite delicious. Quite delicious indeed. You're awfully relaxed about all this. You do know that we won't get to have Professor Sai join the Survey Corps unless she passes a trial? Sorry, it's lagging. Give it a second. Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Professor Sai's skills. Let's hope it's not misplaced. Professor Sai, was it? For tonight, at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our headquarters there. Headquarters? I mean corners. You know what I mean. But if you fail to pass the trial we put you to tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate, and perhaps your death in the wilds. Pretty harsh, Squidward. Ah, now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day. Can you let it go, please? And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yeah, sleep tight. Still, people falling from the sky? That's some kind of story. What do you mean, Sid? Uh-huh. Elmo's World. So how was everyone's day today? Hope everyone is well. Oh my. Doing great. Just kind of sad I wasn't able to do Tears of the Kingdom today. Sorry, stretching. The next day. Hey in there, you awake? That was some wild lightning last night, right? Anyway, if you're up, come on out. Did you sleep alright? I know that it's not easy in a strange new land. We better not keep Captain Eileen waiting. Let's hurry to headquarters. Here we are, Galaxy Hall. What do you think? Ever seen a building this grand before? Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. The wild Pokemon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokemon, but against the whole pack, outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield, but the medical corps will put you to rights. You do realize that if you fail your trial and get flung out of the village, you could well die out there. Well, you might die even sooner than that if you have to take on this trial without a Pokemon to be your partner. Captain Silene, ma'am. I've brought Professor Sai. You may enter. I want to just do the monotone, sad, depressed voice for Silene. Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition Team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon. Bidoof, Starly, and Shanks. Alrighty, Angela, you have a wonderful day. Thank you for popping in. We always love having you. Yes, you're welcome, Sid. 3 species right away, but none of us has ever managed to do that. Did the stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for her, if the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you may need in the field. Whatever it is you're wearing doesn't suit our satchels in the least. Gray, I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry. Pardon, Professor Sai. Come with me a moment. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. What did you need, Professor? In order to complete our Pokédex and, well, simply survive in this forgiving land, Professor Sai absolutely must pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokemon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Woohoo! Oh! Splish splash! Go on, Professor Sai. Pick the Pokemon that strikes you fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see that they're rather curious about you. Well, my girl, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? Alright. Let's see what you guys chose. Hey, what do you know? 100% Oshawott. Well, if you guys insist. Hold on, let me fix my mic. There we go. You guys seem to love Oshawott so much, so I guess we'll pick him. Please, Splash. Do you want Oshawott as your first partner? Yes. I got the little Oshawott, buddy. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good show. I've tucked Oshawott back inside his Pokeball for you. So take it. It's yours. Let me just yoink the other starters too, please. You've received Oshawott. Stupid mic keeps trying to fall off my head. A word of advice, my girl. I can't speak. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. Sounds silly when he says it, but I've made that mistake a few times. The fact that I've thrown a Pokemon at the Pokemon and then scaring it away. Cool. Fun. Look at those two cheer on their pal Oshawott. Or maybe they just wanted to help Professor Sai with their trial. That could well be. They did go dashing from the village when Professor Sai fell out of the sky, after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now. Fun. By the by, what species has Captain Silene charged you with catching? Well, that's smashing. All three of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. So it's Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. We got this. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial, then. You obtain 20 Pokeballs. Whoop whoop. These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work a treat, as you've already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. Let's be off. I'll show you the way to the Obsidian Fieldlands. Meet me at the gate to your left as you leave headquarters. I am a bit of a Pokemon catching legend. Oh yeah, my first battle. What's that emoji for, Sid? Hang on. Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. I'm Volo of the Ginkgo Guild, the go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Hisui. I said Hisui, and my phone thought I said Hey Siri. I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you have a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant's success. So what do you say? How about you and I see how well our Pokemon stand up to one another in battle? I like you better and better. What a delightful find. Yeah, at least Volo likes me. I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. So I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. Ginkgo Guild member Volo challenged you to battle. Ah! Tackle. I know. I'm just teasing. I won. That was so difficult, guys. I leveled up. I opened up my eyes. I leveled up. It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, they learn more moves and grow even stronger. That hurts. Ouch. But so few people here have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help our two battlers recover from their little exercise. And to you, my sky-fallen friend, I present some potions and thanks. Bet. Let's go. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful on that trial of yours. More Galaxy team members means more customers for yours truly, after all. If you can battle that well, I've got a feeling you may have your trial well in hand, even if it's more to do with catching than battling. Now, to the Obsidian Fieldlands. Whenever you leave Jubilife Village, you have to pick a destination from your map and let rest of the guardsmen know where you're off to. That way, someone can come and collect you if things go wrong. Hey, I hope you make it through this. I don't know, why do you want to eat Yolo off of a cliff? You're Professor Sai, correct? I was informed you'd be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive. What did Volo ever do to you, Sid? This is our base camp. It's where we start and finish our surveys. Now remember what you've got to do. You've been tasked with catching three species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shanks. I'm curious to see if the professor's stories about you are really true. Oh, Professor? Something wrong? Well, you see, Captain Celine got hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. Bro. She doesn't let up. How exactly are you supposed to help out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear boy, I don't intend to lift a finger. Professor Sai's talents are the real deal. She'll pass with flying colors. You'll see. So, in other words, I'm still the one bearing the responsibility here, not my ideal state of affairs. Let's just get this started. You'll be more than equal to this, Professor Sai. This is Aspiration Hill. Purdy. No. Look, a Bidoof. Uh, I couldn't read it in time. Oh wells. You may be some sort of prodigy, but just in case, here's what Captain Silene taught me. Yeah. Bidoof is a mellow Pokemon, which means it doesn't tend to run away when you approach. Aim carefully, let your Pokeball fly, and you ought to be alright. Caught it. One Bidoof, caught. Now on we march. Now Starly here, it's the type to run at the drop of a hat. But not to worry, crouch down in the grass and it won't spot you. That's how you can get close. That's fine. Got it. And that's totally caught, too. I admit, I'm impressed so far. I forgot to share another smidgen of wisdom. How to throw your partner's Pokeball. To quote Captain Silene's wise teachings, have an item at the ready but want to send out a Pokemon, press X. Have a Pokemon at the ready but want to throw an item, press X. Oh. The captain's a real expert on these things. Then once you got a Pokemon ready, try aiming for certain rocks or trees like this one. Your Pokemon will hunt for berries and things, and it'll bring back whatever it finds. Now it's time for your partners to shine. You've reached your final hurdle, catching a Shinx. Throw a Pokeball at you. Mm. There it is, Shinx. Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Did you know that already? Yep. That figures. Me, I have to focus on a Pokemon carefully to notice a thing like that. Once aggressive Pokemon get wound up, they'll knock away any balls you throw. But not to worry, I'll teach you the trick to catching them. You draw them into battle. Once it's caught up in the heat of battle, you can throw a Pokeball to try and catch it. You've got a few Pokemon of your own to use now, don't you? Take one of their Pokeballs and throw it at a wild Pokemon you want to battle. Use what you learned in your battle with Volo. Get out there and make your last catch. No, you see nothing. You see nothing. No. You see nothing. Caught it. Let's go. Ah. Oh. Alright, sorry. I had a stretch there. Wait, did you really? You really did! You did it! That's 3 species of Pokemon caught. You really are some kind of prodigy. You must have given Professor Laventon the shock of his life. First you fall from the sky, then you go and catch all of our escaped Pokemon, one after another. I honestly didn't believe the professor's story until I saw you in action for myself. And here you are with 3 Pokemon caught. You've completed your trial. See, not a scratch on me. Oh, I said you'd pass the trial with flying colors, and it seems you went and just did that. Congratulations, Professor Sai. You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for a commemorative photograph. I've got to admit, it's true. You've got real talent for this. Now then, we'd best report to Captain Silene. Time to head back to Jubilife Village, eh? Alright. I'm sorry, guys. I am tired. So, do you guys want to go on a raid? Sid, you still there? Huh? Alright, well, if anyone's still there, we're gonna go on a raid. This person is playing some Elden Ring. Why don't we raid them? Alright, as you guys probably already know, the hashtag is hashtag raid of the cynicals. Only post it once, please. Don't spam. And I hope to see you guys there. Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful morning. And I will see you guys tomorrow. My hair is still a mess. Peace.